Hi, Sarah Banna, Simply Sarah Made Easy. I'm going to show you something today um, that is pretty neat to me. Those of you who know me know that I love fonts and I love working with them and I love glyphs and I love scripts and I love, sans serifs and display fonts and I love everything there is to love about fonts. Um, I want to show you guys something that when we think of fonts, especially those of us who work with Cricut and Silhouette and sublimation, oftentimes the first thing that comes to our mind is script fonts, right? So these beautiful script fonts that, modern calligraphy. Um, but this is the thing. When you start to learn how to design, you realize that script fonts are just a small part of the equation. So when you're looking at fonts, to make a really great design, you need a great pair or, a great triplet, but at least a great pair, right? So generally speaking, when you're pairing fonts, your pair shouldn't be two scripts. Now that is, there's exceptions to that rule. That there's most definitely there's a font called Desire Pro that is it's kind of a hybrid script. It's not really a script, but it is, and that will go with any other font you throw at it, whether it's a script or doesn't matter at all. That's not generally the case. Generally, the case is when pairing fonts, you're going to pair a beautiful script with a beautiful serif or a beautiful sans serif. If you're not familiar with the difference between a serif font and a sans serif font, this right here, this is a serif font. These at the ends of your letters, those are serifs. This here is a sans serif font. There's no serifs on this font. Okay, but so again, when you're pairing a beautiful script with a great sans serif, a great serif, a great display font, a great just block fonts. There's a million different kinds of fonts that are not script fonts, but you need to have a great pair for it to be a great designer, pair or better. So that's what I want to talk about today. I'm huge on finding really good quality, specifically serif, sans serif, and display fonts. I found this designer the other day, and I am just floored by the amount of really great +1 fonts that they have. So you can see I could go through this right here. That is a fantastic font. Imagine a beautiful script on top of that, or this pulled down and then arced, and then the script falling inside of it. This is just a great font. This is another great font. And that's the other thing about this designer is I love their naming strategy. Their naming fonts is an art in itself. I was lucky enough to work with a lot of font designers for many years. And so I get to watch a little bit of their process in naming the fonts. And it's neat because when you see a font like this and you see handmade, you're like, oh, wow, that looks like a font that would be on a handmade tag, right? So you can see that, like, in a lot of this, like, that's a great font, right? Um, this is a good font. It has its definite place that you would see that and you think, oh, well, that definitely. This, I would use this like a license plate font. Um, this is a great font. This is a great font. I mean, don't get me wrong. These are all great fonts, but these are the ones that I see that stand out to me that I download. This, this, this. Well, maybe not that. That's a great font. That's an okayish font. But you can see. So I'm going to link in the video description. I'm going to link where so you can see that right now there's a huge sale going on. I'll link the sale where you can get these all super cheap. I'm also going to link where you can get a free trial and you can get any 10 that you want for free. And then I'll also link where you can just get a subscription where it's super inexpensive. It's $4.99 a month and you can download all of these that you want and everything else on the site. So I'll link those 3 things underneath the video in the video description. If you're on mobile, click more under the video and that'll expand. And all 3 of those will be linked in there. Or if you're on desktop, there'll be an arrow down. I might have those backwards, but either way, under the video, more or arrow down, click on that. And it'll expand. I'll put all 3 of those in there. I'm also going to put a couple of our Facebook groups. Join us on Facebook. I'm going to link Cricut for Beginners. It's probably about almost 800,000 members at this point. Super friendly, super helpful. You'll fit right in. Join us there. I'll link Cricut and Silhouette for Beginners and Cricut Guide, Silhouette Guide if you're a Silhouette user. Those are a couple. We have quite a few different Silhouette groups actually, but I'll link those too. I'll link Sublimation for Beginners. That's almost 200,000 members. Super friendly, super helpful. Again, you'll fit right in. Everybody's happy to help you and walk you through that process if you're wanting to get into sublimation. But I'll link all of that and where to get all of this stuff. Super inexpensive. That's a great font. I'll link all of that underneath the video in the video description. Just look at this. That's a good pair in and of itself. See what I mean though? Script and then the sans serif together. Like that one. I like this one a lot. So yeah, I'll link this designer specifically. But you that subscription or the free trial gets you the whole site. You can pick what you want in the whole site. The trial is 10 as much as you want. So I'll link that in the video description. Join us on Facebook. We can't wait for you to be a part of this creative journey with us. We're hoping to get to 5 million. Right now we're at 3 million members across the groups, maybe 3.25 million. We're hoping to get to 5 million within the next 2 years. So we'd love to see you be a part of that. Bye.